We first visualize paying homage to our Guru Lian Seng, to the true Buddha school lineage gurus, all the Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors on the altar. Everybody, good morning. Today, Wednesday, Dharma Sister One. She basically did like a report. It was not really a Dharma talk. Her point is to tell everybody the events regarding the ceremony in June. So just telling about what people have been doing to help, and that there's so many things we need to do, and to encourage other people to come and participate and help. She said she did that Master Lian Seng was not doing it very seriously, but the problem is that he has very little time to focus on the ceremony. In April, he has to go out for 1 week, and when he comes back, and then Master will be here until we're going to Seattle for 1 weekend in May. And then after that, when we come back, we'll just be focusing on the ceremony. What Master would like to talk to us about. There's a lot of
Actually, although we are busy, but we actually need a lot of mobilization to help your family, or to mobilize your family, friends to come and help out too. So last week, I talked about in last 2 weeks I talked about I kind of complain a little bit, but of directors or Dharma brother sister, they don't come and help out a lot. People are pretty laid back here, so therefore during this period of time, in preparing of this big ceremony, in all this preparation work, during all this candidate selection, we actually really make consideration. So it really is, if you if you really want to find someone who is responsible a lot, it's pretty hard to find. It really is.
其实也不是这样子的，也是说这个我们讲啊，就是什么样的人才放在什么样子的位置。
So
这样子的话
for
呢，每一个人
people,
个性持分。
for whatever looking at people's talents, you put people in the right places.
一定是在这个做这种筹划的事情的人，
We don't
才
really.
是这个功劳最大的。
It's not that
做这个
people who do all the people who are in the organizing committee is the most important. Not like that. It's not like you do small little things and you are not important. It's not like that.
最近有同仁有提到一件事情，
Recently,
讲到说，
there's someone who
他在上个礼拜有跟大家介绍是跟那个所谓无我的禅定。
2 weeks ago we talked about selfless meditation.
然后今天跟大家
So let me repeat this again
之前
about
跟大家讲的这个所谓的水中月。
in the past I talked about the moon
三个层次的观想
in the water in the water in a
大
lake.
家在修这个我是一样的。
There are 3 visualizations which is the same as the selfless visualization. So actually in Buddhism, for all the methods that are taught to you, the final goal is to help you to attain selfless. How do you let go yourself? But of course, all these methods depends on wisdom level, so these methods are used differently, are applied differently. So you will see that you will see. So that's why you see there are 380,000 Buddhism tools. So there are all of them. They want to teach you that the selfless, to become selfless, to become obsessionless. So there are 3 visualizations. In the about the moon in the water visualization. When you have trouble, how do you analyze and visualize it and clear away your worry thought? So this is why contemplation is important. There are 3 levels in moon in the water. In teaching people, there are also 3 types. First, lowest wisdom level. People focus. People think that everything in this world is real. So when you are teaching this group of people, you will tell them that the moon in the water is not real. You can try to go and catch the moon in the water and tell them that try and catch it. Can you catch it? This is not real at all. So for the property, for your family, for your career, for your longevity, if you analyze them, are they real? Are they permanent? If you can analyze it and you know that they are all, if you analyze it, you will see that they are not permanent. just like you try to catch the moon in the water, you never able to catch the moon. As you cannot see that is real, you know that is fake. The obsession that you have towards your body, your wealth, your longevity, your family, all this, you will realize that they are not permanent. In the second level, you start to analyze how the moon appears in the water, because that in the sky and there's a pond, the moon get reflected in the water. Also there's no wind. Also the moon is full moon. Also there's a person next to the pond who has a consciousness to observe this all, and also there's a right angle between the moon and the lake and you, and therefore as a result you can see this moon. Because of all these affinities, you see this moon. So this is to teach people who have neither wisdom level. So what you are seeing is a lot of affinities that form together, and therefore you see this appearance. Because that this appearance relies on so many affinities, it has no permanent characteristic, and also it's not a real thing. If this thing can appear by itself, it doesn't need to rely on so many affinities. But this is totally depend on so many affinities. It's not real. So in this second level, you use emptiness to analyze all of this. Now coming to the third level, what you are seeing is a moon. But if you travel to moon, can you see the water? Can you touch the moon in the water? Moon are also rely on affinities. They are formed by affinities. The moon is born because of the universe interaction. The moon also relies on a lot of affinities. So these affinities give birth to moon. So it really is this moon. If you go down to very deep level, this moon also formed by other affinities. The water also formed by other affinities. In the moon, you cannot touch in the water, you cannot touch the moon. You cannot find the water. However, in your consciousness level, you put a tag on it, which is the moon is in the water. As you put a tag on this, you come to a conclusion that this is real. Similar to what we are doing here, as we build this temple, what you are seeing here, the one who is wearing a yellow gown, you put a tag that this is true Buddha school, Dharma brother and Dharma sister. If you put a, you have you know that this is an enemy. When you put a tag on people you like, these are people you like. So it comes from your conceptual tagging. So your consciousness is like these affinities, because your consciousness has effect with these affinities. Then you will see the appearance and you will tag them and you will give birth to perception. As such, you give rise to the perception of self. And then you interact with all these affinities. You will look into between. You look into the love, the hatred between you and another environment. Then this gives rise to the self-obsession. When you interact with the people around you, then this gives rise to the obsession of individual. If you obsession with the time, then this is the time obsession. Now if you do meditation, if you breathe, as you breathe in your selfless meditation, what is oxygen? When you breathe in, oxygen goes in, your lung expands, it delivers oxygen to your brain. In the external, in it, there's oxygen for you to breathe in. Because of this temporary affinity of your body, you are able to analyze the affinity of your lung. You can observe the affinity of your body, of the oxygen outside of your body. So in each of these actions, when you breathe in, when you breathe in, you don't need to put a lot, you don't need to put tagging, just let it breathe in naturally. As you breathe out, just let it do it naturally. You know all these, you know that the affinities are empty in itself. Do not put the tagging that I am breathing or I am breathing out. So this is to add on top of the teaching 2 weeks ago. If you understand what I'm just saying, you have the top level wisdom. Actually, top level wisdom is not about if you can understand what I'm saying. The real top level is that you understand what I'm saying now, and you can apply in your contemplation, in your meditation. When you are dealing with relationship things, if you can apply them, then you are real one who has top wisdom level. So these 3 levels of repeat again, because if I don't repeat, a lot of you will forget. A lot of you probably already forget about this. These are very important. So my meditation, my contemplation, It's all, I keep repeating this kind of contemplation. Only this, it will be really applied in your daily cultivation and benefit you. So is this clear? So you need to meditate, you need to contemplate. Come here and listen and feel excited, but you go home feel excited and you forget everything. It's not that good. Okay. So any question?